Welcome back to Curiosity Chronicles, your go-to place for understanding the world around you and how to protect yourself from its tricks. Today, we're getting into a subject that affects all of us: manipulation. You've probably encountered it in relationships, at work, or even with friends. But by the end of this video, you'll be able to spot the signs, recognize the techniques, and understand how to stop it before it controls your life. And hey, if this sounds useful, don't let me manipulate you into liking the video. Just do it because you want to. Hit that like button, and let's jump right into it. 1. Signs you're being manipulated. Manipulation often hides in plain sight. The first step to protecting yourself is learning to recognize the signs that something isn't right. Here are the red flags to watch for. Common signs of manipulation. Constant guilt. If you always feel like you're to blame, even when it doesn't make sense, that's manipulation. Second-guessing yourself. Manipulators make you question your own reality and decisions. Walking on eggshells. You're constantly afraid of upsetting someone. Imbalanced power. One person seems to control the dynamic, and you're always on the back foot. Let's talk about Sarah. She was in a friendship where her friend would always make her feel guilty for not being available 24/7. If Sarah didn't answer immediately, she'd get a message like, "Wow, guess you don't care about our friendship anymore." Over time, Sarah felt overwhelmed by guilt, even though she was setting perfectly healthy boundaries. Classic manipulation. If you feel like you're being controlled by guilt, stop and ask yourself, are my emotions being manipulated? Remember, healthy relationships don't require constant guilt or apologies. Have you ever felt like someone was using guilt or confusion to manipulate you? Drop a comment and share your story. Let's learn together how to spot these signs before they take over. And while we're talking about guilt, don't feel guilty if you haven't subscribed yet. You're always welcome to hit that subscribe button, but no pressure. At least, not too much pressure. 2. Behaviors to watch out for. Next, we're diving into common manipulative behaviors. These are actions people use to keep control over you, and they often start off small, but can snowball into serious issues. Silent treatment. When someone stops talking to you as punishment, it's not about space, it's about control. Exaggeration. Manipulators tend to blow things out of proportion to make you feel like you owe them something. Gaslighting. Making you doubt your own memory or reality, like telling you that never happened when it definitely did. Mike's boss would frequently give him the silent treatment after meetings if he disagreed with her ideas. At first, Mike thought she needed time to cool off. But after it happened again and again, he realized she was using the silent treatment to manipulate him into staying quiet. He eventually started holding back his opinions just to avoid the cold shoulder. Here's a good test. If someone's behavior consistently makes you feel bad or confused, ask yourself, are they using this as a way to manipulate me? Healthy communication doesn't involve silent treatment or guilt trips. And speaking of avoiding the cold shoulder, don't give this video the silent treatment. Hit that like button or you might make me feel lonely. Just kidding. Kind of. 3. How to recognize manipulation techniques. Now, let's dig deeper into the actual techniques manipulators use. These are the tactics they rely on to keep you feeling off balance and in their control. Common manipulation techniques. Guilt tripping. Making you feel bad for not doing something, even if their expectations are unreasonable. Love bombing. Showering you with affection or praise to create dependency, only to withdraw it later. Gaslighting. Making you question your own memories or perceptions. False promises. Offering something they never intend to deliver, just to keep you hanging on, gradually cutting you off from other relationships to make you more dependent on them. Let's talk about Emily. Her partner would shower her with gifts and affection whenever she did something he approved of. But if Emily ever disagreed with him or didn't follow his lead, the affection stopped. She quickly realized this wasn't love, it was love bombing, a manipulative tactic to make her reliant on his approval. If someone's behavior swings dramatically between being overly affectionate and coldly distant, it could be a sign of love bombing or another manipulative tactic. Don't let yourself get trapped in the emotional roller coaster. And speaking of affection, I've got nothing but love for all of you watching this video. Show some love back by subscribing. It'll make my day, and hopefully yours too. Real-life manipulation stories. Manipulation doesn't just happen in theory, it happens to real people every day. Let's look at a few key examples of manipulation in action. Meet Rachel. Her friend would constantly guilt her into doing things by saying things like, "I guess I'll have to do it all by myself then." Over time, Rachel felt responsible for managing her friend's emotions, even when the situation wasn't her responsibility. This guilt tripping was a classic manipulation technique. Then there's David. His boss promised him a promotion next quarter for over 2 years. Every time the deadline came up, his boss had another excuse for why it wasn't the right time. The false promise of a promotion kept David working harder and harder without any reward. According to a recent survey, 56% of people report experiencing manipulation in their personal relationships, and nearly 40% have encountered manipulation in the workplace. These are not just rare cases. Manipulation is happening all around us. Have you ever experienced something like this? Whether it was at work or in a personal relationship, drop a comment below and share your experience. Let's learn how to recognize these manipulative tactics before they take control of our lives. 5. Exercises to help you identify manipulation. Now that we've covered the signs and techniques, it's time to put your knowledge into practice. Here are some simple exercises you can do to test whether someone is trying to manipulate you. Exercises to test for manipulation. Journaling. After every interaction, write down how you feel. Are you constantly left feeling guilty or confused? Over time, patterns will emerge. Set boundaries. Say no to a small request and see how the person reacts. If they try to guilt you or get angry, it's a sign of manipulation. Check with others. Sometimes getting an outside perspective can help you see the situation more clearly. Ask a friend or family member for their opinion. Here's your challenge for the week. Set one boundary with someone you think might be manipulating you. It could be something small, like saying no to a request or voicing your own opinion. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Were they respectful or did they push back? Let's help each other learn how to stand up against manipulation. And here's one boundary I won't cross. I won't make you feel guilty if you don't hit that subscribe button, but I will be very happy if you do. That's all for today's episode of Curiosity Chronicles. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Your support means the world to me. Remember, manipulation can happen to anyone, but with the right knowledge, we can all protect ourselves and create healthier relationships. If you found this episode helpful, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Your engagement helps us grow and spread awareness together. Stay curious, stay strong, and remember, you're not alone on this journey. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and be kind to yourselves.